Hi, welcome to Break the Bonds of Tyranny. I want you to watch this message and the 4 others in this series on choosing the right candidates in 2012. Then I want you to do something that will change your life and alter the course of your nation forever. Are you confused by all the rhetoric and doublespeak? Not sure what to do or who to support? Wanting to choose the right candidate with confidence? Let me introduce you to the Liberty Oath. But before I do this, first let me ask you another question. What is the single missing ingredient in every oath, every pledge, every vow taken, and every promise made by every politician until now, including the constitutional oath taken by every federally elected representative to uphold and defend the Constitution? Accountability. Yes, the missing ingredient is accountability. And what do I mean by accountability? I mean a mechanism for holding our elected representatives accountable, a mechanism with some real teeth. When we stop to think about it, I believe we can all agree that at its core, the problems we face today as a nation can be traced to the irrefutable fact that we as a people have no real mechanism in place for holding our elected representatives accountable while they're in office. Now, when we speak of accountability, we must naturally speak of consequences for bad behavior. And what are the consequences today for violating the will of the people? For willfully violating the Constitution? For breaking the law? And openly mocking your constituents? Getting voted out of office in the next election? Possibly. But what do we do until the next election rolls around? How do we hold them accountable while they remain in office? And when the next election does come, do these misfits actually pay the price? I mean, are they removed by the voters for their misbehavior? The halls of Congress and every state legislature in America are filled to the brim with thousands of politicians of every stripe and from every party that, despite their egregious, even criminal, and in some cases treasonous acts, are elected to office year after year after year. Until we produce a mechanism that truly holds these politicians accountable from the day they're sworn in until the day they leave office, we will be perpetually stuck in this endless cycle of deceit and disappointment. Shall we not? What is the answer then? The answer brings us back to the Liberty Oath. The Liberty Oath is a legal and binding document enforceable in a court of law that states that, if elected, the candidate will abide by the terms of the agreement or voluntarily resign within a specified time frame if he or she violates one or more of the terms of the agreement. If a candidate violates any term of the agreement and does not then voluntarily resign, the voters in their district then have the right to take that candidate to court and have their representative forcibly removed from office. The Liberty Oath puts an end to the endless cycle of deceit and disappointment. It puts an end to the nonsense we've been forced to put up with all these years, and it holds our elected representatives finally accountable. It says to the candidate, if you're serious, put your money where your mouth is and agree to be held accountable by signing the Liberty Oath. So, my fellow patriots, in the end, it's really quite simple. Those who sign the Liberty Oath can be trusted. Those who refuse cannot be trusted. Another election day is fast approaching. When it arrives, shall we continue to irresponsibly cast our precious votes for those who refuse to be held accountable, or shall we wisely cast our votes only for those who have signed the Liberty Oath and in doing so have shown that they can be trusted? Send a clear and powerful message in November 2012. Let them know you're not going to put up with their nonsense anymore, that you expect accountability and you're going to get it. Send refounding candidates who have signed the Liberty Oath to Congress and every state house in America.